What's going on? I'm Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid, and we're going to be talking about drums today. Are getting expensive drums worth it for the quality? Yes. But if you're just trying to gig and you're just starting out, there are other options out there and you don't have to break the bank for them. We're going to get into one of these companies that kind of work with me and sub me a kit. And it's not exactly the most expensive one. Kick that intro. Okay, so this is my E-Star kit. I got it maybe a month or so ago, and I'm just now being able to, make a video and all that good stuff. But the question came in, they're beginning kits, so it can't be good, right? It actually can. If you know how to tune drum heads, you can pretty much make anything sound okay. May not sound great, may not sound like studio quality, but if you had a gig, get the right amount of muffling, you can pull off anything. Everything from metal to jazz, everything in between. So, what's the first thing that you just start out with? I would say cymbals. Toms, you can buy new heads and all that good stuff. But the stock cymbals on most drum sets, not just this one, on most drum sets, they're not the highest quality. They're good enough to kind of start out with, unless you get a drum kit that has a package from a different company, like Pasty or, Zildjian or Sabian or something like that. That's pretty much the only way around it. And even still, when you have those kit cymbals, and you get those package cymbals that come with the drums, they're still the lower tier. So you're always going to have to, pretty much in every situation, you're going to have to upgrade what you got so that you can get where you need to be. I particularly went with one company called Soultone. Nice quality cymbals. I'm actually going to be doing the demo of these cymbals whenever I play this kit out. But I had to swap it out because the cymbals that came with this bad boy sounded like this. And that's just not gonna work. You can't go to a gig with that. Let's hear it again. So that was the first thing I upgraded. The next thing you're going to want to upgrade is going to be your heads on the drum kit, right? You might want to go with a 2-ply, more endurance. They last typically longer. Depending on how often you're going to be changing your heads, you can go between 1-ply, 2-ply. There's resonance and stuff like that. But I wouldn't go too crazy, digging too deep into it, because these are cheap drums. So all those resonant frequencies and all that good stuff is kind of thrown by the wayside when you actually pick up a sub $300 drum set. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is cool to be able to tune up and do all those different tricks and all that stuff like that. But if you gigging and you gigging hard and you just need something to go real quick, get you a 2-ply. It'll last you for a while. And you can swap heads. I usually swap heads maybe like once every year, maybe. Or I don't break heads. I don't play that hard. So, but sometimes I want to change the color. Like for this particular situation, I'm going to be going with Evans. Reason why I'm going with Evans, because they had red hydraulic heads. The idea of it is cool as heck. They're thick. You can actually see the oil inside of the drum heads between the plies. And they should last. And they're going to be giving me that thick muffled tone, which is basically what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a whole bunch of resonance and high frequencies and all that good stuff. So that's going to be all of the toms. On the snare, I have a snare that I'm bringing back from the grave here. And I will pull it out for you. This is an 8-inch deep Ludwig Superlight, and I have it equipped with the Aquarian head. These little green marks and all that stuff, that's my babies. Because they seen it, slapped on it, and then they were playing it with a crayon. For whatever reason. Yeah. So that bad boy is going to be doing it. I have it with the, I think this is 32 snares. It's one of the bigger snare combinations. I was going to put a rim riser on it, but the rim riser didn't fit on this particular hoop. So had to let that go by the wayside. I'll figure out something later, but this is going to be the snare that I rock with this situation later on. I do still have the factory snare that comes with it, and that's right there. I have, with the package that I bought of all these hydraulic heads, it actually came with like a, I want to say it's a R1 or V1 or something like that. So that's going to be a stock head, and I could just swap that bad boy on there, and that'll be my backup snare if anything ever goes wrong with this bad boy. So that's a thing. Yeah. Next, what do? You want to add in more cymbals, more stands and stuff like that, maybe clamps, add in more diversity. Explore into getting into the FX cymbal game, where you have to do trashes and splashes and chimes and all that good stuff. It just depends on what type of gig that you're actually doing. So the next step for me was my foot pedal game. So I had the stock pedal, which is made in China, works but not work the best type of situation. So with my electronic kit over there, my Roland, I have my Demonator, my Pearl Demonators. So that's going to be the next step going over there. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time, whenever you see all this stuff happening, this is what I decided to do. This is all that's happening there. So yeah, that's where you start. This is part one. There's going to be a 2-part situation where I play the originals and then I play the upgraded cymbal heads and have everything set all up. So y'all stay tuned for that. And then I'll probably try to do some session recording with the drums so you hear how it sounds in the mix, but we'll see how that goes whenever we get there. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for watching for as long as you did. My name is Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid. Till next time, y'all be easy.